welcome back to the channel. This is Jay. I'm ready to plan for the week of September 7th through the 13th. It's a holiday week. Monday is Labor Day, so it's no work or anything like that. So that's good. I'm going to take a couple of days off to kind of get some things done around the house and everything like that. And just kind of rest. I'm kind of tired and I think I'm feeling a little bit burned out about, just the stuff that's going on. But I can't go through my week without my planning because I'm so used to looking at my calendar and writing everything down. And I was meeting with some of my crafty friends last week on a Monday, and we were talking about Disney. And I looked through all my stuff and I go, oh my God, what about Minnie Mouse? I love Minnie Mouse. And so Minnie Mouse is kind of funny and stuff, and I'll tell you one of my little Sunday night things, or Monday. This is a Monday night because I didn't get my planning done on Sunday because I got my days mixed up. So this was going to go up pretty late. But anyway, Minnie Mouse. So let me take this away and center this in here so you could see it. So Minnie Mouse. We had my daughter when she was little, Janine. That's her name. She loved Minnie Mouse. And she loved anything Disney. Whatever Disney was, she had all the Disney books. She had everything Disney. And she loved it. And so when we decided that we were going to take her to Disney, she was little. For the life of me, I think she was like 4 or 5. And we were going to take her to Disney, and she was really happy about that we were going to go on a plane and we were going to go and see Mickey. And so we did that. So we got on the plane and we got to see Mickey. She was vibrating the whole time because she was so excited. And she had her little Mickey Mouse outfit on and her Minnie Mouse outfit on, red and white, and she was just so happy about going and just really excited. And she'd been really, good the whole time thinking about it. And she had saved money. And, whenever my dad used to give her some money and she'd save it so she could do stuff. And we had bought her a little book because she wanted to make sure that she got Mickey Mouse to write in something in her book and Minnie Mouse to write something in her book. And she was just excited. It was just such an exciting time. And the thing about going to Disney, got a little glue there. The thing about going to Disney is when you go there and you have a kid with you, it becomes even more exciting than it was before. I'm trying to get my glue to go down. So it became more exciting than it was before, than it would normally be. So she would see, she goes, I gotta go and see Mickey. And make sure he's okay. And was like, oh, okay, we'll see Mickey. We'll see him around. You'll see him around. And she goes, well, we got to make sure he's okay. And I go, oh, yeah, he'll be okay. And she goes, but we got to check and see just to make sure. And I was like, oh, okay. And, we didn't get what that was about. So we went out, we go around the park. And she was on a hunt for Mickey Mouse. And everywhere she would look, and for some reason that day, usually see Mickey Mouse around somewhere. But that day, it was hard to find Mickey because, they were all out. And every time we get to part of the park, Mickey would have already left from there and were gone somewhere else. And they had this little section there, at the park there where it's supposed to be Mickey's house, and you can go inside and see where he lived. So she goes, I think we should go there to Mickey's house and see if he's at home. And I was finding the whole thing, her whole idea about everything just so cute. And we would pass by other characters, but she had no time for them. They just weren't that important to her because she came to see Mickey Mouse. And so we would walk around and we wanted to do other stuff. And she was patient with, all the stuff that we made her do as we walked toward getting ready to get to Mickey's house. and everything. Look at Minnie's little, look at, wait a minute, let me get this on here right, because I don't want to tear it. Look at Minnie's little tail right there. You know, when they make these stickers and things, they do such a good job getting all of the stuff that you need, you know, things that you need to see on there, and the good dimensions and the character and everything like that. Minnie's just so cute. She's just cute. And since I'm not doing much work on Tuesday, Monday's the holiday, not doing much on Tuesday, so I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot to actually put there. So I kind of want to just kind of get these things down. So anyway, there we are going around. So we go to watch, at the time, I think Indiana Jones had a show. And so we said to her, let's go watch the Indiana Jones show. And then by that time, maybe Mickey will be home. And she said, oh, okay, okay. So we're watching the Indiana Jones show, and she's just watching it, but we could tell she was so upset about something. She's just really upset. And so we're like, well, wonder what's wrong with her now. And she's going, this is terrible. We go, you don't like this show? She goes, no, no. Wait till I see Mickey, because these people are trying to burn down Mickey's park. Because, you know, they had all these fires and stuff like that with the stuntmen and stuff. So she didn't like any of that. So we're just, you know, in our minds, we're laughing because we're thinking it's kind of funny that she's so into, you know, worried that these people are going to burn down Mickey's place, right? That they just don't know what they're doing. They're going to burn down Mickey's place, and she's not liking it. She's not liking the whole idea of fire at Mickey's place. So we're like, they know what they're doing. You know, they know what they're doing, Janine. It's not going to be, they're not going to burn down Mickey's house. And she goes, well, you don't know that. You don't know that they're not going to burn down Mickey's house. And where is Mickey anyway? He should be around to make sure these people don't mess up his place. And I go, well, you know, we'll find him. We'll find him. He might be at home when we finish this. This part didn't come out so good. But I'm going to leave it there. So I finished this side. And so we're walking around still. And she's like, she sees Minnie Mouse. So she sees Minnie Mouse, and we think, oh, look. And we go, look, there's Minnie Mouse. And so she's just walking off fast, and she's got a purpose in mind. You know how little girls, when they get their little purpose in mind, she's sitting there with her, you know, she's walking around. She got her Minnie Mouse ears on. She got her little Mickey sweatshirt on and everything like that. So she's standing in the crowd there waiting to see Minnie Mouse. And so everybody else is standing there. All the other little kids are fawning over Minnie Mouse and everything like that. And she's just, you know, irate about this whole thing. And so she goes, hey, Minnie Mouse! And so everybody turns around and looks at her because she's really loud. She's really loud. I go, Janine. So she goes, hey, Minnie Mouse! And so Minnie Mouse comes, you know, and you know they can't talk in that little costume, right? And of course, we forget. Janine doesn't know that. So she goes, Minnie Mouse, listen! So she's pushing through the crowd, right? And the people are thinking she's funny because she's little. And, you know, she's my kid. She's cute. So she's pushing through the crowd to get to Minnie Mouse. And she's like, hey, Minnie Mouse, where is Mickey? I have something to tell you. And so Minnie Mouse is just doing those little hand signs. Because I think someone told me that now Mickey and Minnie can talk. That before they couldn't talk, you know, because they had that big head on and everything like that. But Janine didn't know they couldn't talk. So she's explaining the situation to Minnie Mouse about this, about the people trying to burn down Mickey's park. And Minnie Mouse needs to go find Mickey with her to go and let these people know that they can't be doing this, right? Minnie Mouse, she's talking to Minnie Mouse, right? She's talking a mile a minute about these things that are happening. And Minnie Mouse is looking at her and smiling, just smiling, right? Because, you know, with that big smile thing that they got on their face, right? And Janine goes, are you listening to me, Minnie Mouse? you're not going to have a home soon because they're going to burn your house down. Those Indiana Jones people. You need to do something about that. And so Minnie Mouse is still just smiling because, you know, Minnie, they can't talk. They just stuck in that head, right? And Janine is like, what is wrong with you, Minnie Mouse? And Minnie Mouse is like, you know, making her little gestures and stuff like that. And so she goes, I don't got no more time for this. I got to go over to Mickey's place. And so the Minnie Mouse is trying to get her little autograph book to sign the little autograph book. Janine don't want no, Minnie Mouse autograph, even though she's wearing all this Minnie Mouse stuff. She don't have no time for Minnie Mouse because Minnie Mouse wasn't taking her seriously about the burning down of her place. So the women we see, they got those park people around, right? So Janine is like, oh, there goes somebody right there. So she's just walking around, and we're just smiling, right? Because she's so determined that she knows what to do and how to get this taken care of, right? Because these people are not taking care of it right. So she's looking and looking, and so she sees Donald Duck, and she asks Donald Duck, has he seen Mickey? And so Donald just points to down the street, like, go down the street that way, right? And she's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He didn't say nothing either. And so she's not getting the fact that, they can't talk with those big heads on, because in her eyes, they're still Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and they could talk and do whatever they're supposed to do. So she's not getting their little not talking thing. So there's a woman that's walking around, and she has Minnie Mouse, not Minnie Mouse, one of the other characters, I can't remember which one, with her. And so Janine is like talking to this. She goes up and says to the woman, have you seen Mickey Mouse? And so the woman goes, oh, he's probably over there at his house. So Janine is like, well, that's good. And so she goes, do you know where the fire people be? And the woman goes, why? Did you see a fire or something like that? And Janine proceeds to tell her about those Indiana Jones people who are trying to burn down Mickey's park. And so she goes, oh, no. She tries to explain to Janine, what's going on. And Janine's like, she don't know nothing either. She goes, you don't know, lady. You don't know. And the lady's like, well, Janine, I don't think that anybody would try to burn down Mickey's park. And she goes, that's what you think. You would think that, wouldn't you? And so she's just walking along, going toward where Mickey Mouse would be hanging out. And she's just so determined. And this was so funny for us because she's so determined that no matter what somebody say to her about this Mickey Mouse not being able to burn this park down, that she's just like, you know what, they don't. And she's telling me, they don't know what they're doing, Ma. And I go, oh, okay, Janine, well, let's keep going toward Mickey's place until we find him. And she goes, okay, let's do that. And so she's walking in her little way, right? And she has one of these little Mickey, the little ears that got the Minnie Mouse bow on it. And she's just determined to tell Mickey what it is and what's going on and how come he not paying attention to what's going on in his own park. And so something has to go there because that doesn't look right. Let me find a pair of scissors and put a piece of washi there or something. So she's so determined to make sure that Mickey understands what's going on. That doesn't look right either. So she's like, you know what? I got to tell him. So we finally get around to where Mickey's house thing is. And we get around to where Mickey's house thing is. And the people are in line. And and they tell her she got to get in line. She goes, well, is Mickey home or what? And they go, oh, yes, Mickey's home. You just got to get in line, and then you'll be able to see him. So she says to me, we got to get in line. We got to get in line. So I go, okay, we can get in line and find, so you can tell Mickey what's going on, because, that's been what you wanted to do all day. And she goes, I'm going to tell on them, too. I'm going to tell on them. And you know what? That Indiana Jones going to be thrown right out the park. Right out the park. So I said, we'll see, Janine, we'll see. So we get in there, but they had little rooms to look in, so you can look at Mickey's living room, his other little rooms and stuff. And then you get in the line in the back, and he's sitting in a chair, and you get to go up and talk to him and say something to him, right? So Janine finally gets around there, and it's her turn to be up. And when she gets up there, it's her turn to walk up. But when she sees Mickey Mouse, you would think all this talking that she's done all day, all this, oh, I'm going to tell Mickey Mouse, I'm going to do this with Mickey Mouse, I'm going to tell him, he'll know. She couldn't say a word. She was in such awe of seeing Mickey Mouse with that giant head, those big old ears, and everything. She couldn't even say a thing to Mickey Mouse. She didn't warn him. She didn't tell him anything about, what was happening in this park. And I was laughing so hard inside because I could tell she was just in awe. So the people asked her, he goes, do you want Mickey to sign your book? And so she can't say anything. And I go, oh, yes, let Mickey sign the book. And so Mickey signs to, Love Mickey or something like that in her book. And I think to this day, she still has that book. And so Mickey signs it and everything, and he gives her a hug and everything like that. And she's still looking at him in awe. So we get back, they usher you out because the next kid got to go up. And she goes, and we get outside and we go, are you okay? And she goes, that was Mickey Mouse. And I go, yes, that was Mickey Mouse. And she goes, I love Mickey Mouse. And I go, I know, but how come you didn't tell Mickey about the fire? And she goes, about the fire? And I go, yeah, at the Indiana Jones thing, you were so upset. And she goes, Minnie Mouse is going to take care of that. And I was like, and I bust out laughing because I go, you know me. I just bust out laughing because I was like, oh my God. And for the next few hours in the park, she finally decided that she liked other characters, and she posed with them, and we had pictures and everything. I should have brought some of the pictures down to show you with this thing, but she probably wouldn't like it. Because when they get older, they don't want you showing their little kid pictures. But anyway, I was like, oh my God, looking at Mickey made her speechless, just speechless. But anyway, that's my story. I thought it was cute. And it kind of went with this Minnie Mouse theme. Tell me what you think of my Minnie Mouse. My Minnie Mouse one for the week. It says she's iconic, she's bold, she's timeless, and she just all of her fans. And there's only one Minnie. And so there she is, and she's so cute. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a most pleasant week. Hope you enjoy your, hope you have enjoyed your, because today is Monday. I hope you have enjoyed your Labor Day off. I hope you're like me, that you're able to get some rest and kind of center yourself again. So I'm going to use my next day off, which is tomorrow, to just kind of get myself together, center myself, get my laundry done, and everything like that. But I'm just hoping that you all are happy and safe. Stay safe, my friends. Be happy, my friends. Be the reason that somebody smiles that day. Call somebody up, call your aunt, your grandma, call somebody up and make them smile. If you like my spread for the week, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up are greatly appreciated. If you like what I'm doing here on my channel, from my planning to my crafting, come back and see subscribe, come back and see what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying myself here. And I thank you all. I thank you for joining me. Have a pleasant week. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.